there that are more interesting to me, but putting that aside. So his family is there. So I said Kenya. And then I said if he wants to go to Jakarta, remember Nicholas Kristof, New York Times, quoted his time in Jakarta. He went to a Muslim school in Jakarta. I'm not calling him a Muslim. He went to a Muslim school, and anyway, I'm not going there either. And then he said, Nicholas Kristof with a first-rate accent. He said, the call to prayer is the most beautiful sight on earth, the paraphrase. So I said, I'll send him to Jakarta. Some guy on Twitter writes, Jakarta's not a country, Hannity. I'm like, do I have to respond? Or if I misspell a word because I'm tired and don't have my glasses on, I get the crap beat out of it. If I don't put in punctuation, I got 140 characters. You punctuation police drive me nuts. Good grief, it's not a spelling test. It's not a comma test. And then I said, or anywhere else he wants to go. Now, Linda, what did I tell you would happen?
That they would only report on one place and that they would make it completely biased and selective hearing and selective printing and selective editing, and that's what they did.
And what was the headline all across the media last night?
Sean Hannity says that he'll send Obama back to Kenya.
Pretty much. Now, I told you I'm going to mention Canada first, then Kenya, then Jakarta, and then anywhere else. And I said to you, Linda, they're going to say Kenya. Watch. Now, I just watched. I sent you the link, the half hour.
Yes, you did.
Of this, by the way, was put together by Obama's sister. I know the guy that bought it. I'm not going to mention who bought the rights to it. So he sent it to me as a personal courtesy to look at it. Great guy. And so I looked at it. So I said, wow, he really liked his time in Kenya. I said, okay, but maybe he wants to go there. Wherever he wants to go. He wants to go to Hawaii. I'll pay for the trip. The chartered plane to Hawaii. It'll bankrupt me, but I'll pay for it. Hopefully Trump will give me a fair rate. I wouldn't count on it, though. He's a good businessman. He might negotiate on that one. He might give me, cost for that one. So it was a little experiment. What does that prove? The media didn't tell you the whole story. They didn't say that I offered to pay for Canada. They didn't say that I offered Jakarta. They didn't mention that I said Kenya because of the video that I saw. They wanted you to believe Hannity said Kenya. What does that say about them? What does that say about them? That they are morally corrupt, bankrupt, and irresponsible in their reporting. And it was just a little test me and Linda did yesterday in light of the 65 new people in WikiLeaks, reporters that were wined and dined by the Obama people. By the way, we now know the president lied. He lied to us when he said, I first heard about it over on the media like everybody else, that Hillary had a private email server. Really? Lie. Huge lie. Let's see. Clinton's advisors say deploy the brown and women pundits. This woman candid advice she's giving members of the media. Liberal pundits, especially women and persons of color, to bully, talking about the New York Times, into softer coverage via a campaign of criticism. He also thinks the brown and women pundits, is that how we refer to people of color now, as brown? Brown and women? They're just objects that you just throw out there, manipulate, and use to advance your agenda? Well, I wonder